If at first you don't succeed.
I'm so white. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Historic Shenanigans. I'm your host, Shannon, and with me, as always, and hopefully forever, is my co-host,
Julie.
Okay, so this is our second episode of this little thing we've got going on out here. Okay, before we begin, we just want to let you know that we also have a true crime podcast. It's one crime at a time. Julie's my new co-host on that.
Mm-hmm. She's got a lot of really good episodes on there from before I joined.
Right, because I used to do it with someone else, and then I did some just by myself, and now Julie's on there. So if you're interested in true crime, check us out over there too. So this week, we are discussing the Green Children of Woolpit. And my question for you, have you ever heard of the Green Children of Woolpit?
I have not.
You've never heard of some green children running around England?
No, I have not heard of this.
Okay. Probably not. It's not like a common knowledge story, I wouldn't think.
Maybe if I was from England, I would have been told the tale.
Maybe.
But
even then, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Picture it. Rural England in the 12th century near the village of Woolpit in Suffolk County.
12th century would be 1100
exactly.
AD?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm picturing the right scene.
Yes.
Suffolk County.
Jesus has been crucified.
Mm.
And he's come back and he's ascended and everything's good.
And we're in Suffolk County.
So around the year 1150, during what was described as the troubled reign of King Stephen of England, is when this story takes place. And I, for one, find the name Stephen weird for a king.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Stephen is a modern name.
It's a very modern name.
But King Steve...
I mean, I don't even think there were Stevens like in the early 1900s.
Is it PH or V?
It's PH.
PH seems a little more kingish if I had to pick.
Okay. But still.
Maybe it was King Stephen. It's Stephen. Is it Stephen?
You just blew my mind. Everybody says King Stephen, but I don't know. It could be Stephen.
Stephen. You know, the PH emphasis on
the emphasis. Mm-hmm. Emphasize. Yeah, Steve. I don't know. You've made me question everything I've ever thought.
It's a PH.
About this story.
Yeah, it changes everything.
But wouldn't Stefan have an O, PH?
It's not Stefan. It's Stephen. You ever watch Vampire Diaries?
No.
Oh, well, there's Stephen.
Okay. My daughter was in that show, but I've never watched it.
Was she?
Yes.
In Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
Oh, did she get to meet Ian Somerhalder?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I only watched the first couple seasons of that.
Yeah. That's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a pretty good show.
If we did or not.
What I watched of it.
Yeah.
But there was a Stefan on there.
Okay. I believe you.
Okay. I'm just saying, what's Stefan? That was Urkel. Remember Stefan Urkel?
Gosh. Oh, I just hit my mouth on my microphone.
Don't do that.
Like my teeth.
Good thing there's that
Yeah.
cotton on it.
This cotton.
Cover, whatever you want to call it. I think that's made of cotton, don't you think?
I think it's styrofoam.
Oh. Is styrofoam made of cotton?
No. Haven't you ever heard that song by Ashley McBride where she tells you exactly where styrofoam came from?
I might not have heard that one.
Well, you should listen.
Okay.
It's
look it up.
It's cute. It's cute.
I like Ashley McBride. I'll look it up.
Girl, I love Ashley McBride.
Yeah, she's good.
She is. I love her. But you know how because I've listened to her a long time before she became popular, and you know how I do that thing where once something becomes popular,
you don't like it.
I don't like it because I don't liking what everybody else likes. So I went through that stage, but
Yeah.
I'm over that now. I'm
Yeah,
back
because she's
on.
good enough to like.
Yes.
You want other people to like her. You want her to be successful.
Yeah.
You want
But
her
I
to keep
just kind
putting
of
out
felt
the.
like she belonged to me.
Can't just jump on that bandwagon.
Nope. And that's what I feel. I
But
feel
it's
like
not her fault.
it's not her fault.
Mm.
And she worked really hard to get
Yeah.
where she is. So.
I agree.
And I'm proud of her.
We love you,
I'm
Ashley.
just crazy. Hey, Ashley.
If you're listening, we love you.
We love you. Okay, so
Stephen.
King Stephen's reign.
Troubled.
He's king. Stuff's going bad. His reign was troubled. It's the year 1150. One day, I don't have an exact date, reapers who were working in the fields of Woolpit, they found 2 children, a girl and a boy, and they were found by a wolf pit. Wolf pits were numerous in this area, and this is where the town of Woolpit got its name, which I don't understand because there's a difference in wolves and wool.
I was gonna say, why didn't they just call it Wolf Pit?
I don't know.
This doesn't even make any sense.
This story,
but I'm listening.
This is a stupid story.
But I'm listening. Carry on.
I just don't understand. Okay.
Okay.
So these two kids that they found out in the woods, they looked completely normal except for a couple of things. The major of these things being that they were completely green.
Green kids. Hence the story, Green Kids of Woolpit.
Green. They were green.
Green. Their skin.
Their skin was green.
It's weird, man.
They said it was as green as a leaf.
Well, what kind of leaf?
I don't know. Let's just say, I don't know.
A maple? Maple is the first one.
Maple.
And aren't they red?
When leaves change.
So this wasn't fall.
No, I don't guess.
The leaves were still green. That's the kind of leaves they're talking about.
Well, I imagine if they're saying they're green, they're comparing them to a green leaf.
Could be a marijuana leaf.
Maybe that's why their skin was green.
Maybe so.
Mystery solved. We don't even need to continue. We know what was going on.
Yeah, we figured it out. They've been puff passing.
It sounds like they weren't doing much passing.
I guess not.
They turned green.
Just puffing.
The second thing that was odd was their clothing was nothing like the Reapers that ever seen before. Whatever they were wearing. Their clothing was not described. It just said it was weird clothing.
Why are you wearing that?
What you wearing?
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Kohl's.
TJ Maxx. That's on sale.
And third, they spoke a language that was completely unknown to the local residents. They couldn't understand a word they were saying. So the Reapers had observed them wandering around for a bit before they actually went and just grabbed them up and took them to the village.
Kidnapped them.
Basically, they kidnapped 2 children.
We're doing this for your own good, kids. You reckon they put them in a white van? Do you like candy? Puppies?
Got free candy. I don't know.
And the kids didn't even know what they were saying.
No. Now, it doesn't say that the kids didn't understand them.
Oh.
It just said that they didn't understand the kids. I have never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Maybe the kids did understand.
Kids were like, hell yeah, I like candy and puppies. Put me in that van.
But they were talking in gibberish is what they called it. Just because you can't understand a language, it doesn't mean that the person's speaking gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that's just ignorant on their part.
Ignorant.
Quit being ignorant. They're speaking their native language.
Right.
It's not their
it's
fault.
Not gibberish.
You're uncultured.
It's actual words. So, they were taken to the nearby home of Sir Richard de Calne, where
the Reapers took them to Richard
de Calne.
Okay.
Yes. Where they proceeded to break down in tears and cried and cried and cried.
Who's crying?
The kids. Because people just kidnapped them out of the woods and took them to this strange man's house that they've never met before.
Yeah, and they can't even understand them.
Right.
The adults can't understand the kids.
We have no idea if the kids, which I mean, later it does say that they taught them English. So I guess that answers that question.
Yeah.
They didn't understand them.
Yeah.
So they're with these people that can't understand them, and they can't understand these people. I would cry too.
And if the kids are green, what if where they came from, everybody was green, and now they're around these people that are not green, and they don't understand them? To them, not King. There was Richard
de Colnay.
Yeah, maybe he's the one speaking gibberish, is what they're thinking.
I bet.
You're a white man or brown, whatever color you are. You're not green like me, and I can't talk to you. Yeah, I'd be crying too.
Right?
I cry about a lot of things, though. So that don't
it wouldn't
say
take much for you.
Yeah.
So Sir de Colnay, he didn't recognize the language they were speaking either, and he just called it gibberish because he couldn't understand it.
Gibberish. That sounds like a fancy name, de Colnay, to be accusing people of speaking gibberish.
Well, he was a sir, which means he was
not
an important person.
Oh, I just think the opposite of ma'am, sir and ma'am.
No, because over there it would be sir or lady. Do you not understand? Have you never read anything about England?
I've seen Robin Hood.
Men in Tights?
I've seen that one and Prince of Thieves. And the Disney cartoon.
That's the best one.
It's so good.
If you don't like that movie, then fuck you.
If you don't like that movie, then you don't like me. And I don't like you back. But just listen to the show anyways, because we might say something you like.
After I've told them all to fuck off.
Yeah.
So he repeatedly offered them food, which they repeatedly refused to eat. They didn't want anything he offered. And this continued for days where they went without eating. You
think they were hungry? I would be.
I would be. Yeah. I mean, I think I would be if I was just wandering around in the woods.
Yeah.
For God knows how long.
And then it's a strong mind. I feel like when you're hungry and somebody's offering you food and you're like, no, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, you got it too. Of course.
Or maybe they were scared.
English food is notoriously bad.
I've never been to England, but I heard it's pretty bland.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's so bad that starving children wouldn't eat it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty bad.
So, like I was saying, this continued for days until they found some green beans growing in the garden. So they just took them straight out of the ground and started munching on those mothers.
So they did get hungry.
Yeah, they were hungry. They just didn't want anything he was offering.
The porridge.
More, please.
Yeah, please, sir.
May I have more? So it's believed that these kids lived with Sir Richard de Colnay for several years, and he was able to eventually get them to eat normal food, not just stuff they pulled straight out of the garden, and
not just green beans.
Not just raw green beans. It said that the diet change eventually led to them losing their green complexion.
Okay, so, well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, if all they were eating was green beans,
that'd probably make them greener.
Right? Maybe that's what caused them to be green. Their diet. I don't know.
Maybe they didn't, like when they were offering them food, maybe they didn't realize that it was food because all they ever ate was green.
Maybe
they ate green beans, collard greens, turnip greens, broccoli.
Maybe. It's all green.
It's all green. That's
green.
Probably why their skin was green.
Probably.
If all I ate was
green. Could be another reason.
Could be.
Also, during these years, like I said before, the children learned to speak English. So they didn't understand it.
That probably made communicating easier.
I imagine. But I mean, why wouldn't the adults try to learn their language?
Why wouldn't the adults learn the gibberish?
I mean, at least try.
Yeah. Maybe they did too. They just didn't write about it.
They did not.
No. You know anybody named Richard
de Colnay? He's not learning how to speak gibberish.
Dick DeCont. You think he's trying to speak gibberish?
No.
I don't either.
He absolutely is not.
No.
So once they learned English and were questioned about their past and where they had come from and blah, 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 The girl, who seemed to have been older than the boy, was only able to relate vague details about where they came from and how they arrived in Woolpit. She said that the boy was her brother and that they had come from the land of St. Martin, where it was perpetually twilight and all the inhabitants were green.
Twilight is early morning. Is that correct?
No, twilight is like evening, like just before dark.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure.
Because were we not just talking about Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
And then Twilight was also a vampire series.
Right, and vampires come out at night.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they can't.
I don't know why I just went there. That's where my mind went.
Okay. She was not sure exactly where her home was, but she knew that it was just over from what she described as luminous land that could be seen across a wide river separating her town from the outside world, I guess. She said they had to cross a considerable river.
How'd they cross it?
I don't know.
They swim?
Maybe she didn't say they crossed it, but it was there, the town.
Well, they had to cross it.
I guess to get out of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe,
unless there's a bridge.
Maybe I am remembering that correctly. She also recounted that one day they were looking after their dad's livestock in the fields and had followed them into a cave where they started hearing loud bells, like a bells ringing.
Mm-hmm.
And they followed that sound through the cave, through the darkness, until they arrived at the mouth of the cave at the other end, where they were blinded by glaring sunlight, which they'd never seen before. So
I bet that hurt their eyes.
I'm sure it did.
I was like, whoa,
I mean,
what's that? Somebody got some glasses? I don't know what sunglasses are, but I imagine.
But I feel like
they're
I
real
need
good
them.
right now.
So they were kind of dazed by this, and they just kind of laid down for a long time before they were snapped out of it by the noise that the reapers were making. So they saw these people, didn't know who they were, so they got scared, and they tried to escape, but they couldn't find the entrance to the cave again, and hence they were caught by the reapers, who proceeded to kidnap them from the woods.
And gave them to Richard the Comte.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, he must have been like, like the big dude in the village.
Yeah. He liked little kids. I mean,
let's don't go there.
I'm just wondering, why did he take the kids to him? Maybe he was good with kids.
Maybe.
Or he couldn't have any.
I just think they didn't know what to do with them, so they just took them to the most important man in the village.
Sir Richard.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah. So at this revelation, Sir Richard, he took the kids to a local church to be baptized. So, unfortunately, soon after after the trip to be baptized, the boy, he became, distant and kind of what they said translate to being depressed today. Mm-hmm. They just didn't know what to call it back then, but he was depressed. Didn't like the way his life was going. Didn't like being ungreen. He wanted to be green.
He didn't like all this new food.
Yeah. It's a bad situation to be thrown into.
Yeah.
So he did not live much longer. So he just kind of died.
They don't know, he didn't do it himself.
No.
Okay.
He just, I think, became so lethargic.
Yeah.
And he probably stopped eating much.
Just got real weak. And,
yeah.
Man, I hate that. That's sad.
Too.
Little boy. I just feel like I just hate when kids are depressed. Like, that's just
me
sad.
too. Yeah.
Very, very sad. Kids should be happy.
They should.
There's no reason for kids to not be happy. And they didn't even have social media back then.
No.
Because everybody thinks that's the root of it these days.
Well, it ain't helping.
Yeah, for sure.
But so his sister, however, became a healthy woman and continued working for the Comte for many years before eventually marrying Richard Barr, the Archdeacon of Ely, which I'm guessing has something to do with church.
Archdeacon?
Yeah, that sounds churchy.
Sounds very Catholic to me.
Well, this was before Henry VIII. They were still Catholic because this was before Henry VIII made everybody become Protestant so he could divorce his wife.
Oh. Did he invent Protestant?
No, he did not.
But in England, everybody was Catholic.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah. During this time,
so,
definitely.
This archdeacon probably was an archdeacon at the church.
He was a deacon. Yes.
What was his name? Eli?
No, his name was Richard Barr.
Brother
he was
Barr.
the archdeacon of Eli.
Yeah, Brother Barr. Brother Richard at the church.
What was my preacher's name when I was growing up?
Bubber Ledbetter.
I know you would still remember it.
I never forgot that. She told me that like probably 15 years ago one time, and I'm like, his name was what? That is the coolest name.
Bubber Ledbetter.
That is the most Alabama church preacher name ever. We had a Brother Ledbetter at church. That wasn't as far. You know, at church. Yeah. The churches we went to, we didn't go to the same church, but like I went to a little country church too. So everybody was like Brother Ledbetter, Sister Christine, whatever. We had a Brother Ledbetter, not a Bubber Ledbetter.
And it wasn't even Bubba. It was Bubber.
E-R. I love it.
E-R.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's also recently been theorized that she actually took the name Agnes. They think they followed that back in the writings and everything.
So she just took the name?
Yeah, like she's just like, hey, my name's Agnes now. Or either DeCaulnay gave her the name and said, hey, you're going to be Agnes. Or that was her name.
Maybe that was just her name. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because... you know, once she's able to speak English, she surely would have been able to tell them what her name was.
Would she have had an English name, like Agnes? Is that an English name?
Yeah.
Agnes?
Agnes. Can you imagine a baby named Agnes?
No, absolutely not.
You gotta look at a baby and call it Agnes.
There's gonna be a weird period there until she becomes 60 that... Agnes.
It's gonna be awkward.
Are you sure that's your name? Agnes. That's weird. You're a baby.
You're 25.
Yeah. That can't be your name. That's a nickname. But then suddenly she becomes 60 and people are like, you know,
yeah,
Agnes. Yeah. Mamaw Agnes.
Yeah, it's true. It's 100% true.
Maybe that's why she took on the name
later in life.
Yeah. She earned it.
So, you may be wondering and asking yourself, how do we know all this?
That's exactly what I've been wondering.
Because I will say there are some people that do not think this story ever happened at all. I am not one of those people.
Okay. So you're a believer.
I am a believer.
In the Green Children.
Yes.
From
Woolpit.
Woolpit.
There's no wolf.
There's no F.
Yeah, no wolf.
Just
which is crazy. It still bothers me. But anyway, I do believe that it more than likely there's some variation of this story is true.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems like it can be believable.
Right. And from what I've read on the internet and everything, you know, more people than not think that it's likely that it actually happened.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, if it's on the internet,
it must be true. Yeah. I mean, that internet's been around a while now.
It has. Damn near the 1990s.
Hell, that's 30 years ago.
That's so crazy.
I know, right? When I think 30 years ago, I still think like the 70s.
I 100% think the 70s.
When I hear 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like 50 years.
30 years ago was almost in the 2000s.
Right. It
95.
was like 90. Yeah.
That's weird.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the year I graduated. 95. Yeah.
I was 2002.
Mm-hmm.
We said 2002, and we gonna keep it true. We were so cool. That's what we said.
I can tell. I can tell you were really cool. So there's two main sources for this story, and they were both from the 12th century, which is the same century it was supposed to have happened. So the fact
1100.
Yeah. So to me, the fact that the two sources are from then kind of gives it more legitimacy for me.
Yeah.
So
they're like, yeah, I know what happened.
Yeah, or I know people that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first of these people that recorded this story was William of Newburgh. And he was an English historian and a monk from Yorkshire. Got it right.
Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
Or Yorkshire?
No, it's not Yorkshire. I do not want to piss off English people by mispronouncing their things.
Yorkshire. Yorkshire it is. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I tried.
Well, that's all you can do.
Uh-huh.
His work is a history of England from 1066 to 1198. So that's in the range that this happened.
Absolutely, right in the middle there.
Right in the good spot. So the other source is Ralph of Coggeshall. I hope I did that one right. He also happened to be a monk. And both of these authors did record this incident. It was many years after it was supposed to have taken place, but it wasn't like hundreds of years. It was like 40 years. So, I mean, it's not like centuries went by and then they
Right,
tried
to
to
where
record this
someone
story.
told someone that
Right.
told someone and it all got distorted.
Right. Ralph, he actually lived in a neighboring county to Suffolk, so he would have had direct access to people involved. And he stated that he heard this story from Richard de Coney himself. So that's he.
Well, if he heard it straight from the
Right.
man,
Right?
then he would know.
I would think so. I mean, I don't know why de Coney would make this story up. So, over the last 800 years, there's been a lot of theories about how these two green kids just showed up in an English village and who they really were. Because that doesn't happen every day.
Has it happened since?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, there's not any stories about it.
Yeah. I don't know any. Of course, I don't know everything.
You know a lot.
Well, but not everything.
If it has happened since, you just haven't heard.
Right. I
Not
haven't
saying
heard
it
about it. I'm not
hasn't.
saying it has, but I can't guarantee it hasn't.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I got you.
So, the first theory is that the children originated from a hidden world inside the earth, and that the cave was the entrance to the middle of the earth. What's that look?
Well, I'm trying to picture it.
just
12th
a-
century.
Yeah.
Green kids in the middle of the earth. They just climbed out.
Well, they heard bells ringing,
There were bells
and
ringing.
they were following the livestock.
What if the livestock had cowbells? And they were following the livestock. Did I just blow your mind?
Yeah, you just short-circuited my brain. But
Anyways,
how
back
big was this cave that
went all the way
livestock-
to the middle. And I thought, well, maybe they didn't know this back then when these theories were coming about, but I
Right.
thought like the middle of the earth would be like magma,
Yeah,
liquid hot magma.
I'm pretty sure it's more like that.
Yeah. So
Of course, this
maybe
is
they
not-
weren't all the way in the middle.
Right. Because this is not the first time I've heard of people living underground. I'm just gonna say
I
that.
used to think that like you could dig a hole in the United States all the way to China.
Yeah, because that's what they told us.
There would be no middle
Right.
of the. I mean, I guess somewhere is a middle point, but
That's what they always
Not for green
said. You
kids.
trying to dig to China?
mm-hmm.
If our hole got too deep,
Yeah. You just out there digging
you're
holes.
just out there digging. You didn't have anything else to do. You didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Just be out there digging holes. What else were you gonna do?
Then
Read?
like put a little bit of something over it so nobody knew there was a hole. Maybe they'd break a leg. That'd be funny. Not
At
really.
least it would be something exciting.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear Jimmy broke his leg in the hole?
I
don't
dug
know
that
how the
hole.
hole got there.
Mm,
Dang.
I don't know. I don't even know how to dig holes.
Mm-mm.
It couldn't have been me.
Ain't no dirt in my nails.
So, this Middle Earth theory, I guess it's based on the fact that they had never seen sunlight. So, these people are like, hey, where's the place that would never have seen sunlight? It's gotta be the middle of the earth, right? Where else would it be?
Alaska.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes, but they were unaware of Alaska.
They were aware of a middle of the earth, but
And
not.
it's not perpetually dark in Alaska.
True. They have some light. But it is dark for like 30 days at a time, ain't it?
I don't know. I know it's like a long period. That's pretty much that theory. They just followed a cave out of the middle of the earth.
Okay, so that's that. The
Yeah.
center of the earth theory.
Yes.
Which is kind of wild, but okay. I'm here for it.
It's not the most outlandish.
Oh,
I will say that.
okay. Well, hit me
mean-
with your next one.
Another theory is that they were people of a different civilization and that their diet and maybe their lack of light made them different. And once they were able to assimilate to England, they became normal again. So this is pretty much an adapting to your environment theory.
That's kind of a boring theory.
It is. It's a very boring theory.
Yeah, like it's probably what happened.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really tell us or give a suggestion of where they actually came from.
Right.
It's just somebody was like, well, hey,
You ain't from here.
you living here now. You got to live by our rules.
And you coming to work for me.
And you ain't going to be green here.
We don't like no green folks.
So,
if you're saying that to people, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that. That's not cool.
Mm-mm.
Green people should be allowed to live amongst us and not have to have their own cities that only green people can live in.
Right.
That
They
ain't
can't
cool.
help it.
So another theory is that they had stepped through a door from a parallel dimension.
Okay, so now we're back to the good theories.
What do you think about that?
Stepped through the door of a parallel dimension.
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen? How does that door even open?
Because there are pockets of space and time, like little portals that defy space and time. And they're just, I don't even know if they're strategically placed, but they just appear. Because, like, there can be so much energy in one area that it actually develops a portal to another dimension. And it can just show up anywhere. You can just be walking along and all of a sudden you're in another dimension.
Sounds like time travel, almost.
Well, not necessarily, because maybe you don't end up in another time. You just end up in another
Place?
place. Yeah, like they're running parallel. And so, like, this place, I don't know, maybe you are wearing brown shoes, but in this parallel dimension, you're wearing black shoes.
Mm-hmm. You sound like you really believe this. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen.
I'm just saying that I know a lot about it.
Yeah, okay. Well, to answer your question, what I feel about that theory, it's out there.
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying that I know a good bit about
you've done your
dimensions.
research.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can talk about it.
Right.
Well, I feel like as far as that theory is concerned, it's a little unlikely. So far, I'm on number 2.
Okay.
I'm going with number 2.
Okay. So, what you're saying is you're level-headed.
I guess. One might say that.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I'm not so sure about the parallel dimension, and I'm not sold on the center of the earth.
Gotcha. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, parallel dimension, that's pretty much that theory. That's really all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, another theory is from Scottish astronomer Duncan Lunan,
Duncan Lunan.
who happens to be the same person who theorized that the girl's name was Agnes.
So we don't even know that's her name.
Not for sure, but
Okay. Well,
he claims that he went back through the Colony's papers and stuff, and that he determined that it was this chick named Agnes.
Okay.
So, I mean, an Agnes did exist, and he's thinking that the Agnes that existed in DeConay's life was her.
Okay.
The green girl.
And he said, "Prove me wrong.
Ain't nobody gonna go through that shit."
You can't prove me wrong."
So, this may be my favorite theory.
Uh-oh. Favorite or like most likely?
Just my favorite because it's so fun.
Okay.
His theory is that there were aliens and they accidentally arrived on Earth by accident because he suggests that the children were transported to Earth from another planet in error because of a malfunctioning matter transmitter.
A malfunctioning
Yes.
matter transmitter.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I told you this was fun.
So they're aliens.
Yes.
What would be a malfunctioning matter First of all, what's a matter?
Nothing.
What's the matter?
What's the matter with
for
you?
What's a matter transmitter?
I think it's a machine that transmits matter.
I ain't
Like
following.
something solid or that has that is, it's just matter. It's not like radio waves or
Air.
or
So it's physically you can
it's
touch
physically
it.
that you can hold.
And something is transmitting this.
Yes. Yes.
And it malfunctioned.
Yes.
And it dropped the aliens.
The alien children.
Well, that would explain why they're green.
No, it wouldn't, because I don't know why people think aliens are green. They're not actually green. The big-headed aliens that people think about, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when somebody says alien, the picture in your mind you get, they're not green. They're gray. They're called the Greys.
Who calls them that?
Everybody. Anybody that knows anything about aliens knows this.
That they're called the Greys?
Yes.
Why
And
does
if this
everybody
guy's-
think they're green? Or am I?
I think that's just like how they were drawn like a long time ago and everybody just went with it.
Okay, well, when I said that would explain why they're green, I take it back.
Thank you.
I stand corrected. Unless they were grayish green.
It didn't say they were grayish green. It said green as a
A
leaf.
leaf, that's right. Okay, then. Well, there's that theory.
Right. So, and it could be the kids were up there just messing with it. You know how kids like just mess with stuff, and they were
In
like
the spaceship?
Yeah, and they were like punching buttons and stuff.
Mhm.
And,
Nobody's watching the kids.
right, nobody's watching the kids.
Mom and Daddy's at the bar. Or just in the backyard drinking. Or taking a nap.
Could be. Anyway, they're not being supervised, and they're just messing with this machine. They don't know what they're doing, and all of a sudden they find themselves in a cave near Woolpit.
But the girl said they're from St. Thomas. I mean,
St. Martin.
St. Martin, my bad.
I don't know. Maybe that's a place.
Maybe
in
that's her
outer
spaceship's
space.
name.
Oh, yeah.
St. Martin.
Right. People name their boats. Why wouldn't people name their spaceships?
How you have to know, like,
Right.
which one's your boat?
Right.
Your ship, I mean. Your
Right.
spaceship.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe that's what she meant by St. Martin.
I like to think that it is. Whether it's true or
Mhm.
not, I'm going to say that is correct. Now, this guy, he also believed that the king was probably involved in all of this. He thinks that King Stephen was working on some alien stuff, but this matter transmitter screwed everything up.
So maybe King Stephen was the one pushing all the buttons,
Right.
not even the kids.
Yeah, I don't think King Stephen knew what he was doing either. I think he was working with these kids' parents, maybe. And he's like, hey, we've made this matter transmitter. Maybe they were on their way to deliver the matter transmitter to King Stephen,
Mm-hmm.
but then the kids jumped the gun,
Mm-hmm.
made it malfunction, and it just carried them to Woolpit.
This is very likely what happened.
Right?
Yes. Gotta be.
So,
I almost said it again.
what?
Why else would they be green? But then I forgot they're green. is not
Aliens
alien.
are not green.
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. So, he also believes that King Stephen may have had a love child with Agnes.
Ooh. But she was married to Richard.
Right.
Why would they think that?
Well, because Agnes was described in. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
She might have been a little.
Floozy?
Maybe.
Okay. YOLO.
So this guy's got a lot of theories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Those are his theories. It was aliens.
Aliens.
I'm
I kind
not-
of was thinking.
I'm not
Again,
saying
I
it's
was-
aliens.
I was thinking
But it's
because of the
aliens.
green skin, so I have to change my whole way of thinking.
Turn that around.
Yes. So to me, I'm leaning more toward center of the earth. Now. Yeah.
I would think center of the earth would be more plausible than aliens falling out of a spaceship.
Yeah. Green aliens, because they don't even exist.
Right?
Yeah.
So, because they're green, it tells you that that theory cannot be possible.
Debunked.
There's also a theory that arsenic was the reason for the child's green skin. And do you know the Babes in the Wood folktale story? That story?
Mm-mm.
Well,
Babes in the woods?
Babes in the Woods.
Like babes as in hotties?
No, as in kids.
Babies? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that story.
Okay. Well, it concerns a medieval earl who was the uncle and guardian of two young children, a boy and a girl. And in order to inherit their money, the uncle hires two men to murder them in the woods. But the men are unable to go through with it, and they just abandon them in the woods where they eventually die of starvation. So that's a good story.
Yeah, I'm pleasant.
Now, around Woolpit, there's a local variation to this folktale that has the children surviving an attempted arsenic poisoning and emerging into the Woolpit area where they were found by reapers. Which sounds a lot like
Babes in the woods.
the Green Children of Woolpit. That story is very
Babes
similar.
in the woods sounds like the Green Children of Woolpit.
Right.
Except
See, but the thing is that this local variation is only in the Woolpit area. So,
yeah, that could be. But were the babes green?
not that I can tell.
Okay.
But I think that the reason the variation is there because the two stories got combined
Right.
over time.
And let's be real, if it weren't for the green children, we probably wouldn't even be talking about this. Because what's so spectacular that story would have carried 800 years?
Right.
So they were green.
Yeah, I think the two green kids showed up in
Yeah.
England.
I agree.
That's just what I think.
But you think, so according to this theory, maybe somebody tried to kill them and was unsuccessful and left them?
I just think that, because that's a story, like that's been a story that's been around forever in most English-speaking countries. Like, it's just a known folk tale, basically. And I think that because there is that variation only in that area, that it kind of, now I won't say prove, but I think that it
Validates.
it
a little bit.
validates
Yeah.
the story.
The story that happened.
Right, because why would that variation just be only in that area?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so.
Okay.
All right, so this next theory is probably the most popular explanation. And this is the one you're going to go for. I know you're very level-headed. So this is
Okay.
your theory.
I feel like that was an insult. Meant to be one.
No, you're level-headed.
Yeah.
My brain's out
A little
there.
out there.
I'm
Okay.
a little out there.
Okay.
I'm out there, Julie, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay, hit me with the boring one.
So, it has been put forward by Paul Harris, and he suggests...
You already know it's going to be boring. His name's Paul Harris.
When did he come up with this? Last week?
I mean, I don't think it's a boring theory. I think it's just makes the most sense
Okay.
of any of the other theories.
I'll be the judge of that.
Right?
Me and my level head.
Somebody's got to keep me in check from going way off the handle. So, he suggests that the kids were children of Flemish merchants who moved to England. The Flemish are from North Belgium, and at the time there were many Flemish migrants. And actually, during King Henry II's time, he persecuted the immigrants, which culminated in a big battle where like thousands of these Flemish immigrants were slaughtered. Like, just huge numbers.
Thousands.
Thousands.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Of slaughtering.
It's a lot of slaughtering.
Slaughter sounds like a rough word. You know, when
Right.
you think of slaughter,
But basically, that's what they did back then because they basically had swords and all
mm-hmm.
that. So basically, you're just
The
cutting.
ball with the spikes on
Right.
it.
You're just cutting someone until they bleed to death, basically.
That would be a slaughter.
Right?
Yeah, it sounds very barbaric.
I imagine it was.
And to do that to thousands of people?
Yeah. I bet he didn't do it to anybody.
Yeah.
He just sent people to do it, which is a cop out, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is that the children had lived near the village of Fornham St. Martin, which is also located in the county of Suffolk.
Which is where Agnes said she was from.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean,
why would you listen to the girl?
She don't know where she's
She
from.
don't know what she's talking about. She's speaking gibberish.
Exactly. So he further theorizes that the children were of Flemish migrants and that their parents had been killed, so they were orphaned and had just been living in the nearby town of Fornham St. Martin, which was not that far from Woolpit. And it happens to be separated by the River Lark, which this theory says is probably the wild river mentioned by Agnes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, after their parents had been killed, the two children escaped to the dense woodland of Thetford Forest and hid there for a while. And without enough food, they could have developed chlorosis, which is due to malnutrition and can give a greenish tint to your skin.
You know what? Chlorosis sounds like it would give you green skin.
It does, because it reminds you of chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
And that is a real illness caused by malnutrition.
Does it have anything to do with chlorophyll?
Well, I'm sure it's it probably lets some kind of protein or something build up in your body.
Like it would with plants?
Yeah, kind of.
Photosynthesis.
so it probably
I'm
lets
just saying
you
big words now that I know.
So you build up this substance in your body because you're not eating enough for your body to operate correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So as it builds up, you start turning colors.
Yeah, they're probably sick.
Right.
That's why they were green.
Yes.
Not because they're aliens, because aliens aren't
green. Right.
Okay, so this theory says that the parents were slaughtered and the kids were just left alone and wandered into Woolpit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, is that the whole theory?
He also believed that they could have followed the sounds of the bells of St. Edmund's Church. And those could be the bells that she was referring to. There's no explanation for the cave that she talked about. So I don't know.
So I'm just going to say it. This does seem the most likely of the theories.
Right. So there they were. They're undernourished with their green skin and their strange Flemish clothes and speaking the Flemish language that would have seemed alien to the villagers who had not had any contact with Flemish people.
I need to see these clothes. Like, how strange could they have been dressed?
I don't know. Maybe something like that. But that looks English.
Like,
that looks English, right? I don't know.
I mean, to the point where someone's like, whoa, where are you from? Why are you dressed like that?
I'm going to need something more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. I just want to know. Because, I mean, maybe nowadays, though, clothing has evolved so much that nothing would surprise us.
Right.
And that's why I have a hard time wrapping my mind around being shocked by what somebody's wearing.
Right. And I'm not sure that they meant the actual style of the clothes was different or the material they were made from.
Right. That could be it. It could be silk or
right. I mean,
wool.
That's never really clarified. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good theory.
Okay. So that's your favorite theory?
I feel like that's the most likely theory.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's my favorite because I do like the portal that opened up.
That's cool, right?
Center of the earth. I like them.
Well, as plausible as this theory is, there are some holes in it.
Do tell.
One of the problems is that Flemish merchants had lived in England for like generations by that time. and they lived in that area. Of
So they would have
Woolpit.
been familiar
Right.
somewhat with the way that they spoke.
Yeah, so their language and clothes would not have been that foreign
Mm-hmm.
to the residents.
Maybe Stephen just didn't get out much.
Well, I don't know if Stephen ever even met these two kids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So-
Richard, then you know what I meant.
So another
Richard
issue.
DeCont.
DeCont. So another issue is that St. Edmund's Church is like 40 kilometers or 25 miles away from Thetford Forest.
What's wrong with that?
Well, they said they heard bells and that they could have been drawn by the bells of St. Edmund's Church. But you're not going to hear bells 25 miles away.
I'm trying to picture something that's 25 miles away from me. And I really don't know. I'm not
Like-
good with depth perception. So I'll just take your word for it that they couldn't hear the
25
bells.
miles is a long way for sound to carry.
How many football fields? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, shit, I don't
lot of
know.
them.
I did not research that.
You did not
You
Google it.
can Google that and see how many
You want me to?
football fields
many
are
football
in
fields? Let's
25
see.
miles. I'm on pins and needles for the answer.
How many football fields is in 25 miles?
I know y'all are riveted.
No, you know what? It's gonna make me do work for this. It's giving
Can you
me
do the
a
AI bird? The AI?
convertunits.com. I'm not trying to do the math. Let me
Get
ask my
the-
chat.
Get the AI thing.
Okay, I'll ask that. How many football fields?
American football fields.
True, because we
don't
have
Yeah.
We call
have
it
real
something different.
football.
American football fields.
And I'm repping my team today. They won last Saturday.
Is
I thought they
in-
weren't, but they did.
She's repping her team, not mine. And don't be mistaken by my Gulf Shores, Alabama shirt. I'm not a Crimson Tider. Unfortunately, I kind of wish I was. My team.
You should
Wait.
just switch.
No, I ain't switched my whole life. Okay, so this says the length of an American football field, including end zones, keep
Yes.
that in mind,
Right.
360 feet. That's 100 yards plus 20 yards of end zones. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Now, 25 miles equals 25 times 5280, equaling 132,000 feet. Now, divide that feet total by length of one field. 132,000 divided by 360 equals 366.66. So your answer, my friend, about 367 American football fields laid end to end equals 25 miles. So I'm going to venture to guess you will not hear bells 367 American football fields away.
Okay.
You
Oh.
are correct.
I am so glad we stopped the show for that.
I'm sure they are too.
Also, that would have been a crazy walk for those kids.
367 football fields.
Yeah. So
You know, I wouldn't want to walk 3 football fields,
I know,
to be
right?
honest. Unless I'm like on vacation and don't realize how much I'm walking.
that's crazy, isn't it?
If that's how it
Like,
works.
I
like
can
that, yeah.
walk down the beach so far that I'll be like, how
But
did I
don't you
get
know
here?
Your calves be hurting the next day.
Pretty much.
When we did all that walking in Vegas, one night we went to the Sphere. We were staying at the Paris, and on the way back, I was like, Josh, that's my husband. I was like, I do not want to wait on the Ubers. The line was so long. I was like, we can walk. It's not that far. Girl.
The line was so long because everybody else knew not to try to walk there.
Well, I did it. My feet hurt. So I had on high heel boots and walked from the Sphere to the Paris. And
That's
did it.
quite the trick.
It felt like 367 football fields. And it was cold out too.
Oh. Yeah. well,
Anyways,
good times.
good times.
Good times.
I would not recommend that whenever you go to the Sphere.
Yeah, I was not going to do that. Actually, where we were staying, we could walk to the Sphere because it's like right there.
You staying at the Venetian?
No, we were at Harrah's this time. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a fun little place.
It is.
It's underrated.
It is. It's a nice little place. I won't go into that, though.
Okay.
I was going to bring up the fact that people are bringing their young children to Vegas, and I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
that's really weird.
If you're doing that, just know that it looks weird
My
to
son was
everybody
like,
else there.
Let me go. And I was like, no.
No, I would never. My kids are practically grown, and I still wouldn't want them to go to
Yeah,
Vegas
for
with me.
sure. No, like, you don't need to.
You don't need to be around me while I'm Vegasing.
Ain't that the truth? We had a whole. You'd have thought that we were on The Hangover. You ever seen that?
Yes.
We had us a night.
Yeah.
We did take our son. We took when he turned 21. We
Yeah.
took him to Vegas, and that was a trip. The last time we went, it was really low key.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I went, which was last month, it was bad. But anyway,
But good.
it was bad. It was bad in a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing is that the River Lark that they described, it's a pretty narrow river, and Agnes had described it as a considerable river. So there's a difference. But to me, that doesn't really blow a hole into the theory because, I mean, she was a kid.
Yeah.
So maybe the river did look big to her.
Yeah, if she described it the way she remembered it,
Right.
then it could have been not as big as what she thought.
Right. So I don't really know about that one as far as blowing holes in the theory.
It's like when I was a kid and we was kind of poor growing up.
Mhm.
And so when I went to somebody's house that lived in like a nice, or even if they just lived in a house, because I lived in a trailer, not that there's anything wrong with that, but ours, there was something wrong with it. There was a lot wrong with ours. But anyways, if I had a friend that lived in a house, I thought that it was like this huge, big deal. I had a friend with a double wide, and I thought they were rich.
So,
anyways,
in the town
my
that
point is perception.
Right.
When you're a kid.
Where I grew up, I shit you not, there was a family that put two single wides together, one on top of the other,
Oh.
and made like a two-story mobile home. I wish that I was kidding.
I believe you. That would have been. I bet everybody loved it too. They live in a 2-story house.
It was not professionally done, I'll say.
How did they load the trailer on top of the trailer?
Man, you know all them rednecks.
Yeah.
They got machinery to
Or
do
there's a
anything.
wheel. Somebody had a crane.
They had the tools and the wheel.
That's
to
all
do
you
it.
need. That's all they needed. And there was a kid that was like, man, they got a big old nice house. And it might have been nice. I didn't see it.
I never saw the inside of it. I was never invited over.
I wonder, do they have stairs in it?
Well, my
Or
thing
was it
is,
just high ceilings?
they would have they just cut the ceiling off.
Yeah.
This vaulted ceiling. My thing is, they would have had to have just cut a hole in the roofs, right?
Yeah, to get
And
from
just-
one floor to
Right,
the...
and then just probably had some, I would think, pretty steep stairs to go. I mean,
Could have been their attic. They had
Yeah.
like pull down, you know how you do in an attic.
that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be the best idea for that situation,
Yeah.
actually. But I digress.
I wonder if it's still there.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I was there not too long ago, and it's still, it doesn't look like anyone lives there.
No.
Yeah, it looks like that idea was abandoned.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, how do you keep the single wide on top from crashing into the roof of the one that's on the bottom? Seems like that would be
Maybe
pretty heavy.
they, what's the word? Like reinforced.
Forced it.
Yeah.
They had to have, right?
Yeah. That's
Mm.
interesting.
I wish I could have watched this.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go back and watch and see how they did that. Because
You can probably find something on YouTube. They ain't the only ones that have done that.
there's somebody out there right now doing that, building one.
Yeah.
And they'll have that like sped up video,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on YouTube,
Black and white.
black and white, where they're building stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
To the theory.
yeah, and also with that theory, how do you explain the Flemish stuff not being alien when they've been there for generations?
Yeah.
So
But it makes more sense. Maybe that's just
kind of a catch-all
Yeah.
theory. Yeah. Or maybe they had like a weird dialect or something.
Yeah,
or
maybe they
had
weren't from actually Belgium, but from somewhere
Maybe.
nearby that
maybe.
spoke not necessarily Flemish.
Right. They could have not been Flemish at all.
Yeah, maybe that's the part
And
that's
they-
wrong in the theory. They could
Yeah.
have been from Louisiana. That would
You can't
explain
understand
the
nobody
accent.
from Louisiana.
Yes, that would explain the accent.
Not real Louisianians that were
No.
born there.
No, not the one from the bayou.
Whew. That's true.
Hmm.
They talk weird down there.
How would they have gotten there from Louisiana, though?
I don't know. That's your theory. Explain it.
Okay. They took a boat.
It
They went
is-
on a cruise and got left behind.
So they went on a cruise that goes from Louisiana
New
all the way
Orleans
to England.
specifically, because there is a port.
That is, you are correct.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, the only people here were Native Americans, and they are not green.
What about malnourished Native Americans?
So I don't know if you
With
could find a
chloros on.
malnourished Native American at that time because there was plenty of resources for them.
Yeah. Well, but if they were
I'm
on a
just playing
boat-
devil's
No,
advocate
you're
here.
right. You're right. But maybe they weren't malnourished when they got on the ship, but they got left behind, and
Or-
then
Something went wrong on the ship,
yeah.
and they didn't have any supplies or anything.
Or it could be a little bit of all of them, where they were on a spaceship from Louisiana.
Wow. There's spaceships in Louisiana?
Their spaceship was somehow they landed in Louisiana and hung out for a while to where they picked up a Cajun accent.
Uh-huh.
They were going back to outer space, accidentally pushed a button. The portal opens up. Then they're in Woolpit.
So you're kind of combining two theories.
Mhm. My
and,
theory,
and just including Louisiana,
because they're Cajun. Yeah,
which is why no one could understand them.
yeah. They call it gibberish. I call it cool. I like the way they talk. Gibberish is relative, really,
Yeah.
depending on who's listening.
Because most of the time I can understand them. Sometimes you run into one that you can't
You
understand.
really, yeah.
That you can't understand a word they're saying. But as a general rule, I don't think I have that much trouble understanding a Cajun.
You know, I've had people, not me, but people have asked Josh, was he Cajun?
I can 100% see
Yeah.
that.
He has a strange diet. Not strange, it's just different. He
His
talks
voice is just really deep,
different. Very, yeah.
and it's like, so he's got a very low register,
Mm-hmm.
and so when he talks, it kind of sounds like he's mumbling a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm. And he's very country
Yes.
to a specific area where we're from. Mm-hmm.
Yes. He
Yeah.
does not sound like us.
No. And people, when we've been out of town, they're like, "Where are you from? Cajun?" Mm-mm.
So he knows what these two green kids felt like.
Yes, he does. Aside from he's not green, yeah.
Now,
He dresses weird too. Oh, I'm just kidding. He don't. Now that I got a hold
now
of
that I was
it.
gonna say, now that you dress him.
Yeah.
So, although nobody is 100% sure what happened to Agnes, but as mentioned earlier, Duncan Lunan, he says he researched Sir Richard de Coney's history and found that she was given the English name of Agnes. I'm not sure if she was given that name, if that was her name the whole time, because surely she would have been able to tell them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm Agnes.
That was probably her name. It makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she married, like we said before, a royal official named Sir Richard Barr. And she would just end up leading a fairly normal life. And according to Ralph, she was described as very wanton and impudent.
Wanton and impudent.
Yes. So
What
in
is
so
what is
in-
wanton?
in us
Impudent.
speak, she was just kind of hoary and disrespectful to other people.
Okay. So, like you said earlier, she went on to live a normal life.
The perfectly normal life of a
Mhm.
lady in the 12th century in England.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
That's what you think.
Wasn't that what like we're all like?
Mm-hmm. That's what I picture. Agnes.
So, okay, so have you settled on a theory that I
Okay.
mentioned, not the
Yes.
Louisiana
Yeah, not the
one?
one I'm making up.
Your, right. Your second favorite.
Yeah. I think it's probably going to be the one where the parents were killed.
Yes.
And then they just somehow wandered into town.
Yeah. And
I don't know why
for
they
that-
were green, but
right.
or malnutrition.
Malnutrition.
Yeah,
And for that theory to work, they don't necessarily have to be Flemish like you you
Yeah.
said. They could have just been. But if they weren't Flemish, where the hell did they come from?
I'd have to look at a map to really be able to tell you.
Well, they weren't Flemish and they weren't English.
Could have
So-
been Cajun.
That's right. I forgot.
Well,
Of
they
course.
originated from France, right?
That's true. But
So-
we're in England.
You can get to England from France, can't you?
Yeah, you just got to skip right over the English Channel
Mhm.
and there you are.
Maybe that's okay. I don't need to go making new theories. I was gonna say maybe that's the river she's talking about. What's the river?
It's a considerable river, even though
Mhm.
it's not a river.
Well, the channel. My bad.
So I guess to be serious, that's my favorite theory, but it's not actually my favorite. My favorite is the alien theory because it's just more fun.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I just can't get past the aliens aren't green, but
Well, they aren't.
these kids were.
Right.
So that's
Maybe.
the hole in
Hold
your
on.
theory.
Hold on. I think I found the loophole. What if aliens, when they're younger, are greenish, but then as they grow up, they lose that green and actually turn into grays?
Graylians. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or the aliens, the gray ones, got malnourished.
True. Maybe they got lost in space because the navigation system on their spaceship malfunctioned, just like the matter transmitter.
And do we know how long it takes to get transmitted during a malfunction? Because maybe the time that it took for them to get from space through the malfunction matter,
All I know,
they got
it's
malnourished.
instantaneous on Star Trek.
That explains everything.
So that's the best I can give you right now.
Well, folks.
Because technically, this is the first time I've ever heard of a matter transmitter, to be honest.
Oh.
It's usually just called, like, I don't know. It's called something.
It's like a portal. Like, that's what I...
Not really a portal, but, like, you know, he used to say, beam me up, Scotty.
Mm-hmm. I do know that.
So it's just like a beam of electrical light, and it just makes you show up somewhere else. Just like that.
Yeah.
They never mention a matter transmitter.
Not on Star Trek.
Or the X-Files. Nobody ever mentioned that. And they know everything about aliens.
Okay, so there was no matter transmitter. I'm just confused now.
All right, so that's the story of the Green Children of Woolpit. Hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
No,
Are you talking to me? You talking to the audience?
I'm talking to them, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Girl, I cannot wait for next week's story. I'm
Ooh,
so
what's
excited
next
to tell.
week?
I am so excited to tell you this story that it's just, I love it.
Do you think I've ever heard about it?
No,
No way.
I do not think there's any way in hell that you've heard this story.
Ooh, I can't wait.
So
And I bet y'all can't wait.
y'all
either.
can't wait either.
Y'all better tune in. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be great. It's one of my favorite stories ever.
Great. I'm excited now, for real.
Yes. So tune in for that. But thank you for joining us for this episode of Historic Shenanigans. If you're liking, kind of enjoying what we're doing here, please leave us a review. And over on YouTube, you can watch us on YouTube if you didn't know that.
You want to see our lovely
Yeah,
faces.
you see what we look like.
You want to see her Alabama sweatshirt.
Yeah. But we're not responsible for any trauma that occurs to you while you are looking at us.
True.
We're not-
disclosure.
Full disclosure. We are not liable. But go over to YouTube and like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell that's supposed to notify you if we upload a video. For some reason, YouTube's algorithm is a thing about this notification bell. Even though you will rarely, if ever, actually receive an actual notification if we upload a video.
Maybe once a week.
I don't know why. I can't explain it, but just please do what I'm asking you to do.
Come on, people. It's not much trouble.
We need you.
People, we need your subscriptions.
So, and also as a reminder before we go, you listen to us talk to true crime over at One Crime at a Time. So check that out too.
Y'all check us out.
Check it out.
You can also email us if you want.
Yes, you can email us. I don't have social set up yet, but I will. But you can reach out to us on email at historicshenanigans@gmail.com. So if
y'all got something to
if
say,
y'all got something to say about it, bring it on.
Say it. Well, one of us will respond. It'll probably be Shannon. Unless she forwards it to me and is like, hey,
like,
this one's
I'm
you.
about to hurt somebody's feelings if you don't respond to this email.
She's going to send it to me in my level head.
All right, guys. So thank y'all for listening.
Thanks.
Until next week, I'm Shannon.
I'm Julie.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of Way More Entertainment.